This is Nick Baisley from FilmSnobbery, and I'm here at the Orlando Film Festival. We got a very special treat for you. This is awards night. I'm here with a slew of Independent Spirit Award winners. The 2009 award winner, Jerry Cavallero, my co-host. You guys might know him from FilmSnobbery Live. And the new 2010 Independent Spirit Award winners. Introduce yourselves, guys.
Andres Ramirez, I'm the director.
I'm Fernando Rojas, the producer.
And I'm Eli Pena, the producer.
And the film that you guys are with, what won?
Well, we won the 2010 Independent Spirit Award for Not Even the Devil.
Not Even the Devil. Now, Jerry, let's start with you real quick. How did you win the Orlando Film Festival Independent Spirit Award back in 2009?
I won the same way that I annoy you. I was promoting my movie. I went crazy with it. I had a giant foam name tag costume that I wore. I had door hangers that I put on all the doors everywhere. I had the filmmakers putting them on all the doors in the hotel. I just would not stop promoting my film. And the film was done with a DIY like punk attitude. So the whole thing was like just trying to get the film out there. So that's how I won. And I think that's how they won too.
Yeah.
Now, I'm gonna keep with Jerry for one more second. We're gonna move on to the new winners. Now, this award should be known that to the audience here. This award was created in 2009. Specifically, it is known as, well, not anymore as of tonight, but it was known as the Jerry Cavallero Independent Spirit Award. What prompted Dan Springen to do that for you?
You have to ask Dan. I don't know. I think he was just being too generous. He told me when I first got into the festival, he was like, all the stuff that you did to promote your film just on the DVD, the screener, because I sent him the DVD with like bonus features and stuff, just the screener copy when I submitted to the festival. And he was like, I wanted to give you an award, but the board didn't want us to create an award just to give to someone. We have to create an award with nominees and stuff, and we didn't want to do. We couldn't. It was like too much of a crunch time to do it. And then I guess I wowed the board members and stuff because at the awards, not even at the awards ceremony, it was the next night at the closing night ceremony. He just he called me up to the front of the room after thanking everyone and closing out the festival. It was the last thing he did. He announced that I won the award. So I don't know. I guess he just liked me and the rest of the board agreed.
All right, now on to you guys. What did you guys do to promote your movie here at the film festival?
Well, actually, I mean, part of it was mostly because of Eli, because, I mean, he called me up like a couple of weeks ago and he said, listen, man, I'm sending this movie to the Orlando Film Festival. I mean, they're very close to closing the submissions and everything. I think the time has passed. But I know this guy, Dan, he's very passionate about the festival. He's very passionate about everything, so I'm going to send it and see what happens. And then he sent it, and I'm going to let him finish the story. He sent it and
Yeah, I mean, basically what it was is like, you know, I ended up getting an invitation for the VIP party for the 2010 Orlando Film Festival. And I got the VIP thing, and I was like just thinking about it, and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to take a chance and just email Dan and say, look, man, you think we can still squeeze this movie in? Because we were past submission. I was already getting a VIP invitation. And he told me if I can get this movie overnighted to him by the next day and stuff like that he would look at it. And sure enough, I did it. That was his testimony as well too. He said that, you know, he didn't think I was going to do it, and he was forced to watch it. He's like, I've got too many things, but he liked it and he supported us. And basically, we just wanted to show everybody, like, look, we did this movie with $2,000. Everybody pitched in $500. You know, we have Fernando as also the investor of the film. We all just came in and tried to do something because we were passionate. We had no choice. So just like Stuck Like Chuck, you know, you got to do whatever you got to do to get yourself out there.
Now, while you were here, what did you do while you were on the ground here? Because you're not even from here. You're from Puerto Rico. You're all from Puerto Rico.
Well, from Puerto Rico, he's from San Agustin. He lives here in San Agustin, but
We went we came in on Wednesday night, and on Thursday Eli and I went like from 1 p.m. we went out with a lot of flyers and we started writing the information. Even the flyers came from another film festival. We didn't have so we went a lot a lot of places around. Stuck it in a lot of bars and met a lot of people, and hopefully everybody went out to see it. And I was.
And we got people help. I also want to like throw this out there too as well. We ended up getting the Valencia Community College department, the film department, with Ralph Clemente and as well with Frank, that's part of the board members of the school. They came in and jumped in and said that we want to be the ambassador of your film and help you out and let everybody know that we want to support your film in the college. And I went to that school for a little bit as well too. So because the Valencia Community College as well, they came out here with Frank and everything, and we were so short notice and everything that we had to take the postcards and clip the dates of the last film that we got on that. And we didn't even have time to put a submission, like we didn't put any date information, none. We had to handwrite it at a bar, me and Fernando. But we had Frank that came in from Valencia, and the students took time to print everything in back of each postcard, and those were about 1,000 postcards each. So and they did it. So
now, you guys all, well, at least two of the three of you flew in from Puerto Rico. Was it all three of you?
No, he drove here.
You drove, yeah. So at least two out of three of you come in. Now let me ask you, worth it?
Oh, tell me about it. I mean, no, it definitely. I mean, I've had other films that have been in a lot of in some festivals, and it's a feeling that it's an amazing feeling. It's the best feeling because winning an award is winning an award, but having people go and see your film and have a packed house and everybody like being there at the exit and telling you, oh, what happened, and what happened afterwards, or how this character came about, and tell me stories, tell me something about the story. I mean, that's the best feeling for a filmmaker, for a director, or for a producer, because it means that the audience is engaged in the story, and sure enough, I mean, we want that every film that we do as filmmakers, for people to watch it. And for me, I take it as it's my job to take them for an hour and a half, 2 hours, get them from where their mind's at, and just entertain them and give them something to think about or be happy or whatnot. So on top of all of this, that we get the screening, I mean, we also get this, which, I mean, we have big shoes to fill. Stuck like Chuck, but we have big shoes to fill, and at the same time, I mean, it's so rewarding that at least somebody says, I love your film, and I think it's all about the passion, the spirit of it, and we get it. I mean, wow, what can I say?
Well, let's talk a little bit for a second about what you guys have going on next. You demonstrated independent spirit while you were here at the Orlando Film Festival. How are you going to carry forth with that?
Well, let me tell you something about independent films, which is what I like about independent films. You get so much creative control over your film because most of the times it's with real low budget, so there's no one over your shoulders telling you, oh, I think you should change this, or change this, it's too dark, or the character, and whatnot. So we had that kind of creative freedom with Not Even the Devil, which is why I like independent films in the first place. So after Not Even the Devil, I did a film, Elite, which is a little bit more restrained because it's an independent film, but you have some studios, people behind it, and investors and whatnot. So actually, that's why what I love so much about Not Even the Devil, because we could do whatever we wanted. So right now, we were just here and we said, okay, you know what, we want to do a zombie film. And it's like, okay, the zombie subject is so, like, it's been used.
Yeah, we might as well go ahead and pitch the idea that we're doing a zombie movie
in
Puerto Rico. So,
but we're going to try and do it in such an original and, like, fun, unique way that's our goal. And we believe that we have something that we can bring.
Tell them the name.
It's called Those Things.
Those things.
That's what they always say in the
movie you see is they don't know what it is exactly. It's those things. But to answer your question, I guess what our responsibility is now is to make sure that we do what your friend over here with Stuck Like Chuck did, and that's our responsibility to make sure that we influence the new generation, the next upcoming people that's gonna come in for the Spirit Award, and show people that you can do anything regardless of any limitations. You can pull it together, because that was my testimony. It's like, look, we put in money because we had no choice. And this is why we're here, because we have passion, and this is what we do. So for the next people that are going to come up, we're going to make sure to let everybody know that, us being proof, winning the Stuck Like Chuck Award for the Spirit Award, we want to make sure that we show everybody you can do anything, regardless of limitation.
With a lot of passion. And it's not about the money, it's about the passion that you put into the work, not giving up, just going 200% at it, and that's what it's about. I mean, like I was saying yesterday on the Q&A panel after the film, I said we don't say it's a $2,000 film to make up for the shortcomings of the film. We say it's a $2,000 film so that everyone knows that it can be done, that you can do it, and that you don't need anyone else to tell you, oh, I think you can do your film. Okay, let's see what you can do. No, it's like, screw you. I'll get the money. I'll do it. We'll all work on it.
Do you agree with that, Jerry?
Yeah, that's actually that. A lot of people have told me not to tell the budget of the film to the audience, and I'm like, I do because I'm proud. Like, look, I made a $2,500 movie. Like, this you can make it. And someone actually came up to me after one of my screenings. It was like, I never thought you can make a movie for that cheap, and now this summer I'm thinking of actually trying to make my film. And yeah, I was just like blown away that I like inspired him to actually pick up his script and make a movie out of it. So it didn't happen. He didn't make the movie, but at least it felt good for a little bit that he was like, oh, I inspired someone.
Yeah. And what about independent film and all of this stuff inspires you to continue doing this?
Actually, this is like my first transition to feature films. So actually, I've been a movie freak ever since. And when I met Andres back in Puerto Rico, we were doing rock shows. And I met Andres, and he started showing me this short films. So I thought, this kid, this guy is doing really good quality films, and he's doing the short films from his brother's camera. And I'm like, this is the guy that we can invest in, because I'm used to getting a lot of quality for no budget. So I really pitched in when Andres threw the script on my email. I read it, and I never read not even books, and I was hooked. I read 300 pages in 1-2 hours, and I don't read. So I was hooked, and I called Andres. What do we need? And he told me this, but the budget it was first 4,000, but it ended up like 2,000. So we were stoked when I saw the first draft. I was like, the movie's finished? No. He said, no, there's still a little color correction and stuff. And I'm like, this is going to be a really, really good film. I've been really stoked about it. So.
Well, on that note, then, I'll say, ladies and gentlemen, I give you both your 2009 Orlando Film Festival Independent Spirit Award winner, and now the new 2010 Orlando Film Festival Independent Spirit Award winners. Thank you, gentlemen.